One.
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We have showed the scripted, and we're working on the unscripted now. The president allowed a microphone to go around the room. You did not see anyone work the room that said you can't touch the mic. You do not see, some of them wrote some statements, and I understand that, but you do not see the agenda. Some of them are there with an agenda. Don't take that wrong. But what I'm saying is, this was just a time to listen, okay? President did an outstanding job. These are Americans. They're red and yellow, black and white. Everybody's in the room yesterday. Now we're going to go to a father, and you know, I know Donald Trump. Now I say that because I know what you just said. No, you don't know Donald Trump. Well, I will after I interview him, right, Amanda? We know that's coming down the road. I will. Why'd you look at me like that? I will one day. I will interview Donald Trump. That's the day I get a haircut. I'm going to rush right out, get a haircut. I got to interview the president. That's the day. People are wondering. Anyhow, so, and I have my suit ready and everything. A suit, tie, the works. It's all set up. It's called my Interview President Donald Trump Ready to Go kit.
If it'll get you to get your haircut, I might just write him a letter.
Okay, send a letter to the president. Anyhow, so I know Donald Trump, when it comes to this, he's truly listening to these people. There's never been anybody. I mean, the healthcare open discussion. The young lady here in Georgia that went up, we interviewed her right here on our show. She was there sitting right next to the President of the United States. What did she say when she came away? The President listened to us. I really feel it does not matter any of these groups when they walk away, when they don't get attacked by CNN, NBC, and all of the media to pull them in a certain direction, they come out and say, we really feel the president listened. So 20 minutes and 18 seconds, the mic goes to the guy in the back. He's had his hand up for some time. Go ahead, play that one. 2018, right? You got that one?
It gets restricted. And I think I appreciate that we're coming here to listen. And I appreciate that we're coming here to look at all different perspectives because we need action and we need to be solution-oriented. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it. We're here because my daughter has no voice. She was murdered last week and she was taken from us. Shot 9 times on the 3rd floor. We, as a country, failed our children. This shouldn't happen. We go to the airport. I can't get on a plane with a bottled water, but we leave it. Some animal could walk into a school and shoot our children. It's just not right, and we need to come together as a country and work on what's important, and that's protecting our children in the schools. That's the only thing that matters right now. Everyone has to come together and not think about different laws. We need to come together as a country, not different parties, and figure out how we protect the schools. It's simple. It's not difficult. We protect airports. We protect concerts, stadiums, embassies, the Department of Education that I walked in today that has a security guard in the elevator. How do you think that makes me feel? In the elevator, they got a security guard. I'm very angry that this happened because it keeps happening. 9/11 happened once and they fixed everything. How many schools, how many children have to get shot? It stops here with this administration and me. I'm not gonna sleep until it's fixed. And Mr. President, we're gonna fix it. Because I'm gonna fix it. I'm not gonna rest. And look at, my boys need to live with this. I want to see everyone, you guys look at this. Me, I'm a man, but to see your children go through this, buried their sister. So that's what I keep saying this, because I want it to sink in, not forget about this. We can't forget about it. All these school shootings, it doesn't make sense. Fix it. Should have been one school shooting, and we should have fixed it. And I'm pissed, because my daughter I'm not going to see again. She's not here. She's not here. She's in North Lauderdale at whatever it is, King David Cemetery. That's where I go to see my kid now. And it stops. We all work together and come up with the right idea, and it's school safety. It's not about gun laws right now. That's another fight, another battle. Let's fix the schools, and then you guys can battle it out whatever you want. But we need our children safe. Monday, tomorrow, whatever day it is, your kids are going to go to school. You think everyone's kids are safe? I didn't think it was going to happen to me. If I knew that, I would have been at the school every day if I knew it was that dangerous. It's enough. Let's get together, work with the president, and fix the schools. That's it. No other discussions. Security, whatever we have to do. Get the right people, the consultants. These are our commodities, man. I'm never going to see my kid again. I want you all to know that. Never, ever will I see my kid. That's how I want it to sink in. It's eternity. My beautiful daughter, I'm never going to see again. And it's simple. It's not, we could fix it. This is my son, Huck, who's have to deal with this too. You have something to say, son?
I just want to add, it's imperative to the safety of everyone that to support the free market and the free flow of ideas, and listen to people listen to radical opinions on both sides, and that's how we'll find solutions. You let people battle it out in a free flow of ideas. Censorship has got to stop, and that's how we find the solutions, by listening to everyone, having an open mind.
Oh no, CNN would have never allowed that. Never. CNN would have never allowed that. Nothing about that was scripted. We played right from the beginning where they handed it to each other, the microphone. Nothing scripted. The only thing that CNN and MSNBC are taking away from this father's comments is "I'm pissed." That is everywhere. That is on every network. But I will tell you, you will watch, and you may find it on Fox, but you will watch every network today, and not one will you hear this father tell America, work with the president. Oh, no, that's going to get cut out. You can't take a water bottle into we can go, this guy has got the home run right out there. You can't go to a college football game. You can't take a bottle of water. You can't take mouthwash. You know how many times I forgot and took my mouthwash and stuff with me and had to throw it away at the airport? Like, give me my daggone mouthwash back. What the hell? All right? Can't get a bottle of water on a plane. The security to get in to watch football or sporting events. A security guard was in the elevator. He said, how do you think I felt today? A security guard was in the elevator. My boys have to live with this. I'm a man. My boys have to live with this. To see your children go through this, work with the president. Folks, follow the money. This crisis that they are creating, okay, will call for more government spending funneled down to your local schools to increase security, and that'll fix it, right? That will fix it. I don't think so. we have these massive, follow the money, we have these massive brick and mortar schools. Now here's another thing that nobody wants to talk about. Now I have not looked at Parkland, and I don't want to get yelled out about Columbine, and I don't want to get yelled at about Sandy Hook, but we're beginning to build what I call in these high schools what we used to see as junior colleges. These campuses are so spread out. I mean, you went to high school, we did not have a campus. A campus was for college. We never left one building to go to another building for a class, okay, when we were kids. Now, I'm not saying, just don't take that wrong, but I'm getting so confused on why we are building these equivalencies to junior colleges that we have to, we have to try to protect these massive buildings. That being said, why can't we have armed guards inside the schools? Why not? The teachers, I'm so tired of hearing, why don't you leave it up to the teachers? Why don't you ask the teachers to fill out a form if they would like to volunteer for a program, not force a teacher? Okay? But volunteer. Why don't you send out this morning to your entire staff and ask them to fill out a form if they would like to volunteer for this service? Now, I've heard people say, oh, I'm tired of hearing arm our teachers. And that's what this sheriff said down there in Florida, in Parkland. He said, I don't want to talk about arming our teachers, okay? Because they're there to teach the children. Hey, look, I got some friends that own a store. They can actually work their store all day long and be productive and do the job that they go to do, but then they can also shoot your ass if you become a threat. They can take a quick break and shoot your ass. So I do think the teacher, which obviously they don't have chalkboards anymore, I think the teacher can continue to teach with no problem whatsoever, and if a brief interruption takes place, may be able to take a break and shoot your ass if needed. I'm glad when I was in high school teachers didn't have guns. I have to think about that. I just said, why don't you do that? Why don't you send out a form to every teacher in your school district and ask who would like to volunteer for the program, safety first. Everything's first. America's first now. Safety first. Children's Safety First program. There you go. I just named it. Right a minute. Our Students Safety First program. Okay? Student Safety First program. How many would like to volunteer? Please turn in your form, within the week. See how many get turned in. Once they get turned in, make them go through all the training, make them go through everything, and get everything done, and then put them on a rotation. And you do it anonymously because you do not want the shooter, you do not want the people to know who could be the one to take them out. Let's see what happens. So I'm not discouraging when everybody screams about the teacher. Here is the template. Use a tragedy as a crisis or create a crisis where none exist. Paint the crisis with as much emotion as possible and throw logical analysis out the window. Throw logical analysis out the window. We saw that. Paint a crisis with as much emotion. That's what we're doing. We're painting it with much emotion. Throw logical analysis out the window. The lady from the NRA, any kind of logical discussion whatsoever, that was just thrown out the window. There's no logical discussion whatsoever. We're not even able to logically discuss putting retired veterans in the school. Nothing. It's AR-15 or nothing. Propose the one and only solution to the problem, which just happens to coincide with what you've wanted to implement for many years. For years and years, they've wanted to take your guns. For years and years, they've wanted to implement all of these regulations on your guns, and now they're focusing in on they have their focus right in there, okay? paint anyone who opposes you. No, paint anyone who opposes your one and only solution as evil. Okay? Anyone. Marco Rubio. The list goes on. Uncaring. Uncaring. Marco Rubio, when I looked at you, I looked down the barrel of an AR-15, and that's what I see, you. Okay, like you were holding the gun, all right? Uncaring, not smart enough to understand the nuances, the nuanced brilliance of your solution. Obviously, CNN and MSNBC will think that you and I, Amanda, do not have the proper education necessary to understand the brilliance. See, the government always has the brilliance that you and I do not have. They have that brilliance, and we should be ashamed of ourselves for even thinking, hey, we may know anything where this concerns. The brilliance to your solution, or in the pockets of you pick the evil entity, you pick it, AR-15. Force the solution on the people by any means, whether legislative, by executive order, or through a legal system. When the unintended consequences of your solution, because the solution is not going to work. You do understand the solution that they say they want will not work. The solution that they want will not bring the 207 dead from MS-13 gangs. The solution that they want will not bring Kate Steinle back, that was murdered in her dad's arms. The last thing Kate Steinle's dad heard was, "Help me," okay? Their solutions will not, so there'll be consequences. They will not be able to answer. It will, if they take all of these AR-15s and end them, okay, murder rates will not go down in Chicago and Baltimore. If they take AR-15s and make it to where you're 21 to get them, it will not change the murder rate in Baltimore, Chicago. It will not change the violence. The numbers of violent crimes will not go down, okay? Homicide will not go down. When the unintended consequences of your solution rear their ugly head, because they will, use them as a reason for more brilliant solutions to the made-up crisis. So we even have more brilliant solutions. I'm your host, BKP. Those are the rules for radicals. Never let a good crisis go to waste. We have to run around the rest of the world and see what's going on in the news. I want to see if Amanda has anything that she wants to run by you viewers. And I want to thank the viewer that called me yesterday and said, never let a good crisis go to waste, because I just really got to dwelling on that. And then I started breaking down these videos. I'm like, man, this is just Saul Alinsky playbook, rules for radicals. It's just boom right there. I'm your host. Take us to break, Amanda.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia, Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.